Morning Mindset, a daily dose of practical wit and wisdom with a professional educator and trainer, Amazon best-selling author, United States Marine, television and radio host, Paul G. Markel. Each episode will focus on positive and productive ways to strengthen your mindset and help you improve your relationships, career goals, and overall well-being. Please welcome your host, Paul G. Markel.
All right. This is it's almost like doing a real show. It's crazy. We're doing something a little bit different today. I did it a couple of weeks ago. I had a studio engineer inside the recording studio with me. Normally, I just do it all by myself, and I'm staring at 4 empty walls, and there's no one in here but me. But today, I actually have a studio engineer sitting across from me mixing this up on the board. I know. He's mixing it up fresh for you. That's DJ Jazzy Jarrett over there mixing it up fresh. But welcome to Morning Mindset, and thank you for joining us for yet a brand new week of the Morning Mindset program. And thank you once again for everyone who has shared this and left your comments and all that good stuff. Today we're going to talk about the rewards of voluntary discomfort. Yes, voluntary discomfort. I've talked about voluntary hardship in the past. But voluntary hardship and voluntary discomfort, they can be similar, but not necessarily the same. I will give an example to you. This last weekend, we had some guests came up and they visited us from a long ways away. They had never been here to Wyoming where we live. And so what did we do? Like good hosts, we tried to show them around, show them things that they couldn't normally see in their home, such as the mountains and the rivers and so forth. So what did we do? Well, we planned to go fishing. Now, when we planned to go fishing, it was almost the end of April. So you'd think that it would be warm. But you would be wrong. We planned, the plan was, let's all go fishing Saturday morning. We're going to go down to the Platte River. We're going to throw our hooks in, and we're going to catch some fish, and it'll be fun. It'll be enjoyable. We'll take food with us. We'll picnic out. It'll be nice. Friday evening, we go to dinner, and it's raining. It's kind of nasty, chilly, cold rain as we go to dinner Friday evening. Before we get out of the restaurant, the rain has turned to snow. Yes, it has. It's turned to great big old fat flakes of snow. Beautiful, very beautiful, but not necessarily what you think about when you think of going on a little fishing expedition. So we went home and everybody went to bed and we got up early the next morning. We set our alarms and I got a text message from our fishing guide and he said, "Do you still want to go?" He said, "It's cold and it's 35 degrees and do you still want to go?" And I said, "Yes, we still want to go." And well, I kind of said to my beloved spouse, I said, "You still want to go, right?" She said, "Of course." I said, "Okay, just want to make sure." So we did, and we went and we met him out there, and it was kind of drizzly, and it was chilly. It wasn't even 40 degrees. It was in the upper 30s, right? Not exactly what you think of when you think of going to sit by the riverbank and fish. But we did it. And I was talking to the guy, and he said, when I texted you, I kind of thought you'd say, yeah, we changed our minds. We're going to stay inside where it's warm and dry and so forth. He said, most people, they're all excited until they realize that it's going to be cold and they're going to be damp, and then they don't want to do it anymore. I understand that. But we did, and we braved the cold and the damp chill, and actually I started a campfire, and we baited our hooks, we put the spinners on them and all that stuff. And long story short, we all had a great time. We had a really good time. The weather let up. It stopped. It didn't rain anymore. And then by the time we were done, the sun had broken through the clouds and we didn't have to wear our jackets. And we caught fish. We caught rainbow trout and we caught brown trout. And everyone had a good experience. But how many people that you know of, and maybe you're one of them, miss out on worthwhile experiences because you or they are unwilling to experience any discomfort, to put up with the voluntary discomfort? Like I said, our guide from history, and he's guided a lot of people, said that most people, when they realize, they have big plans, and then they realize they're going to have to get up early, it's going to be dark, it's going to be cold, it's going to be chilly or wet, And as soon as they realize that, they don't want to do it anymore. They're willing to give up. They're willing to miss out on the experience because they don't have what it takes to push through that discomfort. But sometimes, if you want to be rewarded, if you want to have something valuable in your life, you have to understand that there's going to be discomfort, and you just deal with it. You deal with that voluntary discomfort, you put yourself through it, and you come out on the other end, maybe like we did, with a really worthwhile, valuable experience. You know, we've been talking about our weekend fishing trip for a long time. We actually, if any of you are readers, if you're older folks and you know the author Zane Grey wrote, he wrote a lot of novels and Westerns, and he wrote a book called The Adventures in Fishing, and he wrote another book called Wyoming. And according to our guide, Zane Grey, many, many, many years ago, used to fish the exact same spot that we were fishing because it's been known as a fantastic spot to pull rainbow trout out of the Platte River for 100 years. So that was pretty cool. That was neat. And the reason that we were able to get to do all of that is because rather than just say, forget it, we're all going to go back to bed where we're nice and warm and comfortable and dry, we decided to engage in just a little bit of voluntary discomfort. And after we pushed ourselves through that voluntary discomfort, we were rewarded. So there you go. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that's it. That's all I've got to tell you today. I would very much appreciate it if you'd like to read more from yours truly, Paul Markel. If you'd go to Amazon.com and you can put in Paul G. Markel, that is my name, you will come up with books like Team Honey Badger, Raising Fearless Kids in a Cowardly World, or Dad Rules, Wit and Wisdom from a Dad to Whom It May Concern. As I said, I'm your host, Paul Markel, and I'll talk to you again real soon.
Thank you for spending time with us today. To get show notes, submit a topic request, and for more from your host, Paul G. Markel, visit morningmindsetpodcast.com. That's morningmindsetpodcast.com. Please leave a review for this podcast on your favorite podcast player. We appreciate your time and effort, and we look forward to reading your honest feedback.